Hello, Assalamualaikum guys. So today, thank you for being able to attend to our discussion today. As we all know, we're going to be discussing about the sport team, and each of us will be presenting about one topic. So who would like to go and present their topic first?
Then I'm gonna share my topic with you guys first. As you can see in the screen, I already share my article with you guys about my topic. That is about the environmental impact of large scale sport event. Some example of large scale sport event are Olympic, FIFA, World Cup, and Formula One. Then let's dive into how events that bring us together can also have significant effect on our planet. While large-scale sport events inspire unity and depends and excitement, they also raise serious concern about environmental sustainability due to their large-scale infrastructure, energy use, and waste generation. The large amount of energy dependency can lead to increased carbon emission, air and water pollution. Waste generation also another issue. Large quantity of waste like plastic bottle are generate during events. Uh, if it's not managed properly, it could harm the local ecosystem and wildlife. Then some sport require the construction of new facilities which can result in destruction of important habitat and wildlife. However, this event also have positive outlook like the opportunity to build new infrastructure that is designed to be more sustainable and efficient. After that, this event gives opportunity to highlight the importance of conservation effort. For example, during 2014 World Cup in Brazil, include a campaign to protect the country rainforest. To address this impact, government and sport organization are now developing sustainability framework like the UN Sport for Climate Action Initiative to set guideline and promote innovation. Technologies like low carbon construction material and sustainable transport system can also reduce the impact.
Okay, so thank you to Afi Farhan for the first topic of our discussion tonight. So next, who would like to present their topic?
I think I want to share about my topic based on team sports. So wait, I will share the screen. Can you see my screen?
No, we cannot
No, not
see.
yet.
Oh
How about
yes, now can.
so move on. So for my topic, I choose that based on theme which is gender equality in sport. So for the detail title is challenges that women athletes face for equality in level playing field in male dominated sport. So as you can see the picture like MMA and then rugby, also another UFC picture. So as we can see in the pictures, there's not many sport that women involved in it because most of the sport was dominated by male. So this caused many challenge and problem to the woman athlete to raise money and fame. in their life. So I already highlight the challenge here. So one of the challenge is pay and funding, fewer opportunities and judgment of their build, age and sexuality. So they also think that women are held to higher standard than their male counterparts. So another challenge that they face is not making sense, which is not making enough money for cover their debt or life. Also, if they have a family, it's harder for them to raise children and also join in sport. So funding opportunities are still not available for women as they are for men. So this is another challenge that I found for women athlete nowadays. That's why I said because not all women can join all sport because not all sport being exposed to women enough. So one of the solution that this article provide for women athlete is uh, balances career with with owning two business like one of the woman athletes here. So with two business, she can taking care of her family, home and training 2 or 3 times a day. So that's make it easier for women athlete to balance their life with sports and family. So I think for this article is good enough for my topic, which is gender equality of women in male dominated sport. So do you guys has any question to ask about this article or any related content?
I would like to ask a question, please.
Yes, Ame.
So based on this article and your discussion just now, why do some women feel pressure to dress a certain way in sports? Why do you think so?
I think in my opinion, women sometimes feel that way because they always need to sexualize. Like in this part, put the first paragraph, they mention about sex sale. So they feel they need to sexualize to get sponsorship or attention when they are doing or joining sport, especially in sport where there are term sex sales. So what does it mean by sex sales? So sex sale usually found if in sport is common advertising tactics used to attract attention to a product or service. So they common expose themselves to the sponsorship to get enough attention from audience or from higher authorities to give them opportunity to join sport. So that's my answer for the first question. So any other question?
I also have question for you, Alif.
Yes.
Based on your article, in your opinion, what do female athletes want in terms of treatment in sports?
So I think they want equal opportunities, fair pay, moral, and their athlete abilities rather than being judged by looks like body shaming and any other that related to body shaming. So I think that's all for my topic and my opinion about my topic. So thank you guys.
Thank you, Mr. Alif, for a really, really wonderful discussion. And then, so next, who would like to go and present their topic?
Okay, maybe I can share with you my article. So I will share my screen. Can you see it right now?
Yes, we can see it.
Yes.
Okay. So My article is about doping in sports, a never-ending story. So I will discuss about how doping in sport harms the credibility of athletes. So I recently read an article titled "Doping in Sports: Never Ending Story," published in Advanced Pharmaceutical Bulletin, and it highlighted some critical issues. So let me share some key points, and then I would love to hear your perspective. So as you can see, the yellow highlighted in the article is cases of doping compromise the credibility of performance in sport. The mediatized victories for some arena heroes becoming questionable and disputable. So the main point is doping doesn't just break rules, it makes fans doubt every achievement. The article states mediatized victories become questionable and disputable. For example, in this article, Ben Johnson, 1988 Olympic gold, was revoked after he tested positive for steroids. Moments like this make people question are any victories truly clean. So, why doping persists? The article explains three key reasons. As you can see in the blue highlighted, the financial interest, the pressure to obtain better results, the media coverage of sports, competition, and last but not least, the human nature can explain this phenomenon. So, we can break the point to three key reasons, which is pressure, financial incentive, and detection gaps. So, for pressure from sponsor, coaches, or national pride, and the second key point is financial incentive, which is the desire to win. Because if you win, you can get prize money and endorsements, and also a detection gaps, which is new drug outpace testing methods. So I will. This is the problems based on the articles, and I will give you the solutions straight away. So as you can see in the green highlight, currently legislation is not very severe. Perhaps if the repercussion of being positive with illegal substances, higher violation of rules would not be so common. And the second point is to minimize the phenomenon of doping information and prevention programs, starting with athletes at a young age and involving other stakeholders, are necessary to establish and maintain correct attitudes and behavior. So, based on the points given, green highlighted, I can break down to some solutions, which is first is education, which teach young athletes about ethics early. The second is stricter penalties, lifetime bans for repeat offenders. And the third one is transparency. Publicize all test results to rebuild trust. So, in conclusion, I think doping erode trust. Doping weaken the trust in sports and its heroes. As the article says, sports are no longer just sports; they are a business. So, to all my friends in this meeting, what do you think about article? I think I want to ask you your opinion. What's the worst part about doping? Can you give an opinions or thinking?
I would like to answer that question. So for me, what is the worst part about doping is it steals opportunities from clean athletes who train fairly. So their hard work is just gets ignored because of the athletes who use doping. Yeah.
Yes, I agree with you, Ame. Then I have one more question is in mind. Why should fans care about doping?
Ideal for your question, I think this because fake victories make sports boring. So would you cheer for a robot or real athlete?
Yeah, me too. I would cheer for a real athlete and not a robot. So I think doping is bad for our sports. So I think that's all from me. We can continue with other members.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Aidil, for a wonderful speech and discussion. I think I would like to go next, and I'm going to be presenting my topic. So wait, let me just share my screen. Can you guys see it? Okay. So
Yes.
the topic that I have chose is the mental health crisis in competitive sports. So from this article, is just a short one, but it is filled with a lot of information and useful information. So I have highlighted a few sentences that we can discuss for this discussion. So the first one, you can see the red highlight is 92% of NAIA athletic departments wish they could offer psychiatric services designed specifically for their athletes. So this stat is a critical discussion point because it shows how overwhelming demand for athlete-specific mental health care and highlights a major service gap. You can explore why athletes need specialized service and what barriers are preventing departments from offering them. And then the next one, the green highlighted. The respondent identified three major factors affecting their student athletes, which is balancing academic and athlete, athletic, athletic responsibilities, and then interpersonal relationships, and then financial stability. So this lays out the top stresses for student athletes, which offering a lens to discuss mental health challenges beyond the field. For example, time management, relationship strain, and economic pressure. So it is a great launchpad for a broader conversation on the holistic demands placed on student athletes. And then the next one, the purple one. Unfortunately, these centers' regular business hours tend to not align with athletes' schedules. So this illustrates a practical access issue. Even when services exist, they're often inaccessible due to scheduling conflicts. So it's a subtle but important point about the logistic mismatch between athlete life and standard campus services. Um, and then athletes might fail to show up to appointments due to fear of being recognized. So we can see the stigma factor in play, which means students athletes may avoid seeking help out of fear of judgment or being perceived as weak. So this opens a door for discussion on mental health stigma again in sports culture and how do we break it down. And then 78% of respondents stated that they make use of off-campus referral options but have no way of knowing whether an athlete attends an appointment or has the financial stability to afford such meetings. This highlights a major accountability and equity gap because schools are referring students off campus but without follow-up or financial support, the help may never actually reach them. So this can lead to a deeper discussion on systemic follow through and responsibility. Let me just go through the last one. So this is the Mantra Health suggests 4-step plan for fighting mental health problems among the athletes. So you can see that training, awareness, collaboration, funding, and there are the elaboration on each of the step. So that is basically my discussion today. So anyone would like to ask a question? Let's just ask one question and then we move on to the next presenter.
Then Amir,
Yes.
why is it important to train coaches and athlete director in mental health? awareness and what impact does it have?
Uh, okay, for me, coaches and directors, they are often the first line of contact for athletes and can identify as the early warning signs. So this will help to reduce stigma by showing athletes that mental health is taken seriously in the by leadership of their coaches. So this will create a more supportive and informed team environment, improving overall well-being and performance of the athletes. Okay, so that is all for my topic. Let's move on to our last presenter, which is Mr. Firdaus. If you would like to, yeah, start your presentation.
My topic is about the role of sports in problem solving skill. So, as we know, sports help us develop not just physically but also mentally too, especially when it comes to problem solving. In sports, um, we always constantly face with challenge, unexpected plays, tough opponent, and quick decisions. And we need to think fast and adapt. So that builds a kind of mental flexibility that help us not just in games but in real life too, like handling stress, solving problems in study, or staying calm in tricky situations. Other than that, sports also teach us how to manage pressure. Instead of getting stuck in fear or overthinking of the outcome, we need to learn to stay focused, confident, and present in the moment. So even small things like positive body language can boost our mindset and performance. So um in a just short time, sports help us shape into someone who's not only physically strong but mentally sharp and ready for anything. So, do you guys have any questions?
Yes, Fidaus, can I ask you a question?
Okay, go on.
So, do you think that sport affect our academic performance or just is good for our uh, academic and mentality in the future?
So, for your question, for my own opinion, I think that sports can improve our focus, time management, and mental clarity. Being active helps us reduce stress and boost concentration, which can make study time more productive. It's about balance. As we can see, students who play sports often learn how to manage their time better and stay more disciplined. I hope that answer your questions. So, I think that's the
Yes.
end of our discussion today. I would like to thank all of you for free your own time for this discussion, for these great discussions. So see you in next time. Goodbye, guys. Thank you.